Junie B. Jones and her Big Fan Mouth. Chapter 7. Dove and Dove. When I got off the bus, I jumped to room 9. That's because I wanted job to start very quick. Only for we had to take on 10 minutes. And then we had to say, I pledge allegiance unites to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands. Except I don't know what that downstairs is talking about. Then all of the room 9. Then finally, Mrs. Crab had loud hands together. And guess what? Off they started. That's what, boys and girls, you look wonderful in your outfits, Mrs. said. I can't wait to learn. Miss said, I can't wait to learn all of you wanted to be when you grow up. Who would like to go first? I would, I yelled aloud. Only then my best friend Lucille raised her hand very polite, and she got to go first. Lucille looked the most beautifulest I ever seen her. She was wearing a new dress that I've never before. It was the color of pink velvet. Also, she had shiny pink shoes and socks with bows and lace on them. Lucille and Nana is loaded, I think. Lucille went to the front of the room. She reached into the little bag and pulled out a sparkling crown with jewels on it. Then all of them said, room 9 said, well, except for not the boys. When I'm grown up, I'm going to marry a prince, she said, and I'll be a princess, and my name will be Princess Lucille. Then she put a sparkling crown on her head, and she looked like a fairy tale guy. Mrs. smiled. That's a lovely thought, Lucille, she said. I know, said Lucille. My Nana said if you marry a prince, you're set for life. After that, Lucille said her dress costed $85, and the shoes costed $45, and the laces sock cost $6.50 plus tax. Then Mrs. told Lucille to sit down. Ricardo went next. He was wearing a brown yellow hat. It was the kind the habit you can bang on. This is called a hard hat, he said. You have to wear it when you're building tall buildings, or else somebody might drop a hammer from way up high, and it could hit you on the head and kill you. Mrs. Smiled. So you're interested in correction, right, Ricardo? She asked. But Ricardo just kept saying about other stuff that could fall in your head and kill, like a paint can, an electric drill, and a lunchbox. Then Mrs. said, sit down between him too. That's when William raised his hand. Only he was being very bashful. He wouldn't go to the front of the room. You don't have to be nervous, William, said Mrs. Just tell us what you be when you grow up. William covered his face with his hands. Super William, he said very quiet. Then he got off his seat and he jumped way high in the air. Only his cake was stuck in his chair, and he crashed into the table. After Super William got very sleeping. Then Mrs. said we would get back to him later. Then lots of other kids talk about their jobs, like a boy named Clifton is going to a rich and famous astronaut, and a girl named Millie is going to a rich and famous movie star, and also she wants to drag, and a boy named Ham is going to a rich and famous boss of a big company, and he taught us how to say the word, you're fired. And here's the best one of all, but a boy named James Hall is going to a rich and famous president of the whole United States. Cool, said Ricardo. Then other boys said cool too. I just like a smile. You're only not as cool as my job, I thought to myself. Then I raised my hand very polite, and Mrs. called my name. Oh boy, I shouted. Oh boy. What's my name seeming better than President of the United States? I jumped pretty quick to the front of the room. Then my excitement wouldn't stay inside me anymore. A janitor. I'm going to be a janitor, I hollered out. After that, jingle my jingling keys, and I waved my paintbrush in the air and clapped and clapped. Need to bed for me, but nobody clapped back. And and here's something even worse. Romna started laughing very much, and it was a mean kind. She wants to be a general, they yelled, and then pointed at my brown pants, and they called me the name of stupid. I didn't know what to do, but I felt very peckish inside. And so I just came from standing there, and my eyes got a little wet in them, and my nose started running very much, and that's how I can't cover my face up. They're not having courtesy for me, I said with stuff, only just describe her angry hands together, and she scolded Bruna a real lot. Genevieve is right, she said. Being a janitor is a very important job. You have to be hardworking and reliable and very, very trustworthy. I peeked through my fingers. I said, yeah, only don't forget the part when you have to save people from danger, I said. Then the Jim my hair laughed right out loud. Janitors don't save people from danger, you goony bird, he said. I set my foot at him. Yes, they do too. But one time I was leading a dangerous lifesaver, and Janitor made me speed it up. And also he brought his flashlight to number 9, and he saved me from the dangerous dental floss. Then I held up my jingling keys, and see these things? Keys are my janitor unlocks the best to throw with, or else we couldn't even go to the toilet. Then I showed him my paintbrush, and Johnny paint clear cans too, I said, and painting is the funniest thing I love. That didn't make me smile. Yeah, well, too bad for you, but you're a girl, and Johnny had to be boys, so there. I ran to his table. No, they used to be at him. Girls can't be anything, and boys can be, right, Mrs. Right? Cause I saw them Sesame Street and also an opera. This is a smile. Then my best friend Grace started to clap. And guess what? All of the other girls in room 9 clapped too. Chapter 8. Gospel Lonely. Today Daniel came to room 9 for show and tell. And it was the funnest day I ever saw. That's because he brought his very big toolbox with him. And we played a game called Name the Tools. And guess what? I need a saw and a hammer and a metric stock aside with a dashboard ratchet. Then Janitor showed us how to use his stuff, and Charlie got to shine his bright flashlight, and my best friend Grace got to push his big broom, and Lucky Lucille got to clean his chalkboard with his squeezy sponge. Except for just then a little bit of trouble happened, because I wanted to mop, only that stupid hat then wouldn't let go of it, and so I had to pinch his arm. After that I mopped After that, the mop got removed from us. Remove is a school word for snatch right off our hands. After that, Daniel sat in the chair, and Luna sat all around him, and he told all about himself and his job. And guess what? He's been Johnny for 14 years, and he was born in a different country from ours, and his name was Gospel Lonely. Hey, I love that name of Gospel Lonely, I heard that, but bologna is my favorite kind of sandwich. Then I smelled very proud. And guess what? I said to Luna, me and Jenny are best friends, and sometimes call me the nickname of Sis. Jenny winked at me, and so I winked back, except for both my eyes kept on shutting, and so I had to hold one of them open with my fingers. I really like the Gospel Lonely, I whispered to my best friend Lucille. Only then that dumb girl named Lemmy heard what I said, and she started singing. Jenny's got a boyfriend, Jenny's got a boyfriend, and so that's how I felt very embarrassed. Me and my big film, I said. Then Miss Lab and Jenny laughed, and everybody clapped too. After Jenny had to go back to work, and so Mrs. shook his head, and Roma clapped and clapped for him, and Jenny smiled, and he singled Kate singled all the way out to the door. The end.